guys, it's Prince Rich with Rich Technology Group, and in today's video, we're gonna do an unboxing and review of the Poly CCX 400. But first, you're watching the #1 channel on all things business phone systems and business internet service related tips, advice, and educational videos to help you make the best buying decisions when you're searching for new services for your business. So hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of our new videos and so that you're notified when new content releases. So, moving over here to our display here in the studio, some of you may not remember this, but in a previous video, we actually did a review and unboxing of Poly's CCX 600, which is this phone right here. So today what we're gonna actually review, the Poly CCX 400, is basically the little brother in the series of these CCX phones. I'm really curious to see what's in this box, what this thing is like, and to review this with you guys. But just to be clear, I wouldn't really compare the CCX series with the VVX series because this is a much more high-end, much more premium, and also much more expensive set of phones in the CCX series than the VVX. So anyways, as always, big thank you to VOIP Supply for sending us this over, and also big thank you to our friends over at Poly for coordinating the logistics for getting this over to us for review. So let's jump into this review and see what we got inside this box. Okay guys, so here we are with our Poly CCX 400. Let's see what we got inside the box. As always, it looks like we have a package contents and quick start guide. But of course, I'm going to show you guys what package contents we got in here, so we'll just throw this over to the side. Looks like you've got a little bit of warranty information in regards to the different regions like United States, Canada, Australia. And getting into the meat of things, here is our actual CCX 400 phone. We got in here a Cat 5e cable. It looks like it's probably 3 feet long, so maybe like a meter, meter and a half. Here is the kickstand, and if you guys who frequent my channel remember the review that I did on the CCX 600, which is actually the bigger brother to this CCX 400, these kickstands are heavy duty, man, and the adjustability is really awesome compared to most all of the Polycom phones that we've ever seen. It's got like perfect like radial adjustability, whereas most other kickstands on a lot of these phones, Poly's other models included, you kind of have to like take it out and then it's got different slots. These have like complete radial control, but you'll see that when I put this together. You've got your actual handset cable here. Got your actual handset. And then holy crap, what a surprise. We've got an actual power supply in here. That is a pleasant surprise. I'm sure this thing is probably PoE, but we'll find out when we put it all together, but it does have a power supply with it. Lined up from left to right, your box contents are as follows. You've got your Poly box contents and quick start guide. You've got your actual handset for the phone itself. And I do see it's got the Poly HD voice logo on there. You've got your actual CCX 400 series Poly IP phone. You've got your kickstand, which don't worry, I'll show you guys what I meant a little later about how the adjustability is kind of nicer than most IP phones out there on the market, that at least that I've reviewed in this studio. You've got your actual handset cable that connects your handset to the actual base. You've got a Cat 5e cable here for connecting it to your switch, router, or directly into the wall. And then last but not least, the pleasant surprise, you've got an actual AC adapter in here, which is kind of cool. So, taking a look at our CCX 400 at a glance, you've got your handset here, which I already mentioned earlier has Poly's signature HD voice, which you can see on the handset there. It's also got the speakerphone that seems to be always the case with the CCX series, which is basically the entire bottom half. Now, as always is the case with the CCX series phones, there is no physical buttons. Everything is touch, so there is no like depressible buttons. Even your mute key down here is touch. Your speakerphone control and all that is touch. Your headset, your volume up and down. And it also has a virtual keyboard, which I wanted to throw out there as well, which you can see here, similar to a cell phone, to be able to do things like maybe, responding to a message if this thing has text message, or entering your contacts and stuff like that. So it does have a virtual keyboard. I'm not going to go into all of the settings and what you can actually do in here because there is quite a bit. This is more of a show and tell, and then I'm going to go into some technical specs of some notes that I pulled, as well as pros and cons about what this phone can and can't do. But it's got like your visual voicemail and all that, as you can see here. Obviously, the voicemail button is not on the chassis. Everything is digitized. So think of it almost as like a cell phone inside of this to some degree. It's an interface like that in comparison to the other phones out there. So check this out, guys. This was not in my originally intended agenda of reviewing this phone for you guys, but this is something new that I've never seen before. Now, look at this on the screen here. It says choose your base profile. Now, I already did the part where it asked me for my language and for my time zone and all that, but it's basically saying choose your profile, generic, Skype for Business, Microsoft Teams. This is amazing because what some of you may or may not know is previously, like when you guys have seen me review some of the older Polycom or some of the older Yealink phones, or even some of the more newer Yealink phones, there is a separate, gosh, and I really don't like the screen timeout on this, but whatever. There is typically a separate phone model for if you're going to use Microsoft Teams or if you're going to use Skype for Business. So for example, we'll just throw a random thing out there and say the Yealink T56A for Microsoft Teams, or the Yealink T56A for Skype, or the Yealink T56A for regular usage with a VoIP provider. Typically, my point is you would have had to have a separate IP phone for those different uses. But what it looks like in this is you can actually tell it if you want your phone to be generic, like to connect to a Vonage or a RingCentral or an Nextiva or something like that, you know, provision with a VoIP provider without any specific specification, or if you want it to be Skype for Business, or if you want it to be Microsoft Teams. Now, I suspect that this is a firmware update because I never saw this when I reviewed the CCX 600 some months back, but this is actually cool because this means you don't need a different CCX 400 model to use it generic with provisioning with a provider, or use it with Skype for Business, or use it with Microsoft Teams. You can simply pick it through your profile, and that is pretty awesome. So we're going to say generic, and then we're just going to say continue, and this should take us to the home page. Let's talk a little bit about my thoughts about this phone just in the general sense before we get into technical specifications and pros and cons and all that. So first of all, this is an entry-level phone, as I already mentioned, and it is a SIP-based device. So you can provision it with any VoIP provider that claims that they are, you know, compatible with it, like a Vonage or a RingCentral or a Nextiva or something like that. This phone is actually powered by Android 9. And it has a color touchscreen display, as you can see, and as you guys probably already noticed when you saw me floating around and just messing with the different options and things like that. It's supposedly easy to provision, and you can even provision multiple ones at a time if you have the software or the capability in-house to be able to do that. Okay, let's flip this thing over and see what kind of interfaces we've got on the back. Okay, so looking at the back of our Poly CCX 400, you've got your key lock slot over there. You've got your 5-volt AC plug, which is where that adapter that was in the box goes. You've got your actual LAN port in. You've got your actual pass-through there, as you guys can see. You've also got a RJ9 headset jack here, and then you've got your cable for your handset, which I've actually got plugged into the handset. Now, you guys probably noticed I don't have any AC plugged into this, but I was using PoE, so yes, this device does actually have PoE and actually has the power supply. Now, I want to be clear, I am not 100% sure if the power supply comes in the box with any of these brand new Always. I know it was in mine. So just check or double check wherever you get this from, whether you get it from Poly Direct, VoIP Supply, which we highly recommend, or if you get it from another third party like Amazon, just double check whether you're going to have the power supply or not if you're not intending on using PoE, because I cannot confirm whether this comes with a power supply in the box or not. As you can see on the side here, you do have a USB port, and I think that may be your only USB port on this. Let's just check, recheck, and double check, triple check. Nope, I think that is your only USB port, which I would assume is for headset support and may even be able to be used for media storage, but we'll find out when we jump into the deeper specs. And then last but not least, on your interfaces, the kickstand is not what I was expecting. It does not have the ability for you to be able to adjust it up and down like the CCX 600. It is just a, let's see if I can take this off for you guys without breaking anything. It basically is a 2-angle. If I put it at this angle, it slides into these key slots that you can see here. If I put it into this angle, it sits really high up like this. And if I put it into the other one, it sits lower down. I've actually had it in the lower setting because I found that the other setting was a bit too high, in my opinion. And then it slides in just like that. So it does require a little bit of force to get it in there and to get it out. But it's actually a pretty good little kickstand. It's actually very strong compared to many of the others that I've seen. So that concludes your interfaces on the back side. Okay, so jumping into technical specifications, the Poly CCX 400 is a gesture-based IP phone that has a 5-inch multi-touch capable colored touchscreen. The resolution on this phone is 720 by 1280 pixels with an aspect ratio of 9 by 16. It has an on-screen virtual keyboard, which I showed you guys a little earlier, and it also has the ability for you to change and control the screensaver. It has a normal and a dark mode, and it also has adjustable font size selection. This phone has a solid build and a sleek modern design, which we actually dig, and it is Poly's next generation of IP phones, or at the time of this video, their most newest IP phones, which sports an ergonomic layout. This phone, I also want to point out, also has wall mountability, but you actually have to purchase that separately. It's a wall mount kit. And as I showed you in the back, it has adjustable base height. The speakerphone boasts that it is full duplex, and also this is a multilingual user interface phone, so it can be set to different languages other than just English, such as, there's many of them, but just to give you guys a few, some of them are Arabic, Chinese, Czech, Danish, Dutch, Japanese, Italian, German, French, and the list goes on and on and on. This phone does not, and this actually surprised me a little bit, it does not support Bluetooth or Wi-Fi natively, but it can support Bluetooth or Wi-Fi with an optional dongle that you can purchase from Poly or through a third party. So let's jump into the part that matters. Pros and cons, my honest opinions. What do I think about this IP phone, the Poly CCX 400? Well, first of all, it's got Android 9. Why do I think that's amazing? Don't quote me on this, but I've actually heard rumors from one or more providers that Poly is actually working on a new firmware or new upgrade specifically for the Poly CCX series, which would include this 400, that will allow users to actually install the respective mobile app from any of the main UCaaS VoIP service providers directly onto the phone. What does this mean? Two big things that this means. Number one, it means that provisioning issues go out of the window if the firmware allows people to be able to install their direct VoIP service provider's mobile app right onto the phone. The second biggest thing is it means the user experience is the same for everybody. It means while this phone may be different than another model in the Poly series, such as the B30 or the VVX250 or something like that, if you're using, say, your Vonage mobile app on this phone, that means that the experience is the same for all users on the network using Vonage. And the same if everybody's using RingCentral with RingCentral's respective mobile app, or Dialpad or Nextiva, and the list goes on. So that is one of the reasons I think it's cool that this is Android 9, because I've heard rumors that Poly may be introducing something into these phones that allows you to simply go into a Google Play Store or something like that and install your respective company's VoIP service provider's mobile app. Everybody's got the same experience. No major provisioning required. People just log in with their username and password for their mobile app account and they're on and everything works like normal. It also means that you would have a seamless experience between your mobile app on your desk phone in the office and the mobile app on your cell phone when you're out and about or something like that. So that's pro number one. Pro number two, great design. I've reviewed a lot of phones in this studio, you guys, and I've got plenty more that I'm going to be reviewing that you haven't even seen. And I've got to say, the CCX series in general, like this, the CCX 400 and even Poly CCX 600, which we have here in the studio, it is just incredible hardware. It's just next level hardware, and it's also very high quality hardware in comparison to a lot of the other entry-level phones. While this is a entry-level phone in the CCX series, according to Poly, this is not entry-level hardware if you had this in your hands and you could see and feel what I'm feeling in this phone. So that's a good thing. Other pro, PoE support. Again, you guys saw that there was a power supply in the box, but I'm not using it, and I haven't used it since I unboxed this. I'm just using the respective Cat 5 cable that's plugged into the back. Multi-headset connectivity is the other really big pro of this phone. It's got, as I showed you guys a little earlier, it has the USB port here on the side where you can plug in a headset, but it's also got the RJ9 port on the back here where you can plug in a headset. Sorry, I can't really twist that around because the Cat 5 cable here, the Cat 5 cable here is really got some tension on it coming around this side of the table. So that's another pro there. And then finally, while this isn't the cheapest IP phone out there, it actually has a pretty good price point considering what this phone is offering and considering that it is the entry-level baby in the CCX series of Poly phones. And we'll get into that price later, so that'll make you guys hold on until the end of the video. So, cons. What do I not like about this phone? There's only one con that I don't like, and it actually surprised me. This phone does not have built-in Bluetooth or Wi-Fi support, which kind of surprised me a little bit because of the price point, but also it surprised me because the 600, which I previously reviewed on our channel, actually does have built-in Wi-Fi and built-in Bluetooth. And I actually used the Poly CCX 600 in my office for about 4 months, and I absolutely loved the fact that I didn't need virtually any wires except the AC adapter. I was connected to my Bluetooth headset wirelessly, and I was even connected to my network wirelessly, which was nice. So that's kind of a bummer that this one doesn't actually support Wi-Fi or Bluetooth built in, but its saving grace is that it's PoE, so you can plug directly into a Cat 5 cable. And then its other saving grace is that if you really absolutely must have Bluetooth or Wi-Fi support, you can get a dongle to be able to have that support on this phone. Jumping into the price, the Poly CCX 400 goes for approximately $340. Depends on where you get it from, but just floating online, we saw it for around $300 to $350 per unit from various sources, but it looks like we found it on our good old buddies at VOIP Supply's website for, I want to say, approximately $339. And of course, if you work with them and you're referred from us, you may even get a discount and be able to get that price a little lower. At the time of this video, voice over IP service providers that we know that support the Poly CCX 400 include, but may not be limited to, RingCentral, Nextiva, Vonage, and Dialpad. So, in closing this video, I'd love to know from you guys, what are your thoughts on this phone? From everything that you've seen in this video so far, or from any of the features that I mentioned, tell me in the comments below the video, what do you like the most about this phone, or what do you dislike about this phone, or just tell me in general what your honest thoughts are about this phone in the series. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a like. As always, you're watching the #1 channel on all things business phone systems and business internet service related tips, advice, and educational videos so that you can make the best buying decisions when searching for new services or hardware for your business. So go ahead and hit that notification button so that you know when we release new videos and so that you don't miss any of our content. As always, this is Prince Rich with Rich Technology Group, your go-to guy for the best deals on business phone and internet service in the United States. I'll catch you guys again in the next video.